Hey everybody, welcome to Week's Bottom Line. Meeks Bottom Line. I'm your girl Meek, and I got my crew with me. I have my husband Kevin Noop. I have big boy Lloyd, my girl Adrian, OG Chuck, and cousin Rocky, who we missed last week. How y'all doing?
Great.
Doing good. Doing good.
Great.
All right, Kids somewhere in action. So we're gonna get started. I don't even know if he's talking about it. So if he doesn't, it's all good. But let's start with the Sixers. Thank you, Adrian, for your background. Who beat up the Bulls last night, 116-91, which I feel like we should have did Monday night, but we looked like we were really tired.
Well, it did go into double overtime, but they should have and they should have won in regulation. Actually,
you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right. Maxi's 3-pointer didn't go in, which
and Joel's offensive rebound and putback didn't go in.
Yeah, yep. So there we had the double overtime, but last night we beat them in good fashion, 116-91.
Yeah. They said make the bad man stop last night. Make him stop.
Without Harden, who had foot soreness. I mentioned that to Kevin. He was like, "Did you see a picture of his foot?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did."
After that game, or just in general?
I was saying
general.
Oh yeah, they a lot of them had bad things in general.
Yeah. And
they also didn't have DeRozan.
Right, he did leave in the third quarter.
He left in the third. Okay.
Yeah. Third quarter.
I didn't watch.
Like he had bamboo feet.
Yeah, yep. And Monday night, Joel had scored 37 points, and that lost 16 rebounds, 3 blocks before fouling out. But we did clinch our playoff spot last night, so we are in the running. Well, we knew we were in the running anyway. So what's up with this injury? I didn't read too much about it. What did you guys hear? Is his knee?
He tweaked his calf muscle, and they say it's not too serious. Okay. And it's probably a good game to rest him anyway. I mean, the game was under control. It was a blowout, so they didn't really need him.
Yeah. I had some points here. Let's see. So on Monday night's loss, Joel had 37, and I think Chuck, I was thinking of you when I wrote the fun fact that he was the 10th. It was the 10th straight game in which he scored at least 30 points. So Joel
makes him the all-time franchise leader now.
Look at Joel Embiid.
Also, he's second all-time with 30-point games for the Sixers. He just passed Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
He's got 156 now, but he's got a long way to go to reach the leader, which is Allen Iverson with 303.
Yeah.
Well, he's got time.
Right.
He's all over the record books. He also is the 4th player in NBA history to average 33 points, 10.5 rebounds, and 3.8 assists over a 30-game period. Right. The only other people to do that were Russell Westbrook, Wilt Chamberlain, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So he's all over the record books.
Oh, yeah.
He also tied Allen Iverson for winning the Player of the Week award 4 times in a single season. So he might break that too.
That's our OG.
Look at you, Chuck. Look at you.
Sounds like
just some FYI.
Yeah, those are some great numbers for Joel Embiid. Last night he had 12 points. Definitely sounds like an MVP. He had 12 points. Maxey had 21, as opposed to Monday night's 22. But he's Melton had 25, which he's playing a big role. Harris had 20. Niang had 11, and he had nothing on Monday. And Harden 5 and didn't play last night. So 5 on Monday, because I
looks like it's going to go down the wire for the number 2 spot, because we're on Boston's tail right now.
Yeah,
that's right.
Well, I guess they have more wins, but there is an equal number of losses. So
yeah, we're just a game back though behind them now.
Yeah, if they get another loss or some, then we would.
So how many games they say that Joel was going to be out?
Doc said he's not going to miss any time.
Well,
that's good. That's good.
We're going out west starting Friday. We got the Warriors on Friday, the Suns, the Nuggets on Monday, and Wednesday the Mavericks. So this is some big games for us. I hope he's feeling we need him. because this we're talking about when we're talking about going down the stretch, getting ready for the playoff. These are some major games. So I don't know. I didn't see who Boston and Milwaukee are playing in a couple days.
Boston's got a pretty soft schedule, so we're gonna need some help to catch them.
Yeah, well,
but they're pretty entrenched in that third spot. So if they stay in the third spot, they'll likely play Brooklyn.
And it's a nice cohesiveness. I know we talked about that last week. Like it really is nice to see everybody play their role. It seems like, no one's fighting for position anymore. Reed has his role, Maxey has his role. Like they've really come together as a team, and I think they look good. They look like great contenders.
House has really been stepping up lately.
Melton,
Melton
and Milton, Melton more than Milton. But it's been a nice surprise. Besides Wednesday night game when the Bulls broke our eight game winning streak.
Yes, but we still have the road streak intact as of right now, which is at 7.
Okay, Chuck, I don't want no problems. I was just stating the fact.
No, I'm just kidding.
So Tamika, but that's great. That's great. I hope we can win at least 4 of these 5 games out west. It's not 5 out of 5.
I'm greedy. Take them all.
Take them all. Take them all. And then let's bring it down. Let's come down the stretch and get this playoff win.
That's right.
Playoffs are around the corner. You ready for Yeah, I know.
Can I put something in? Can I put something in real quick? It was just something just came on Channel 6 in my email. Reese Hopkins is up for the season towards ATL.
You're right. So we can move on. But let's thank you for
well, while we're on basketball, I just want to give a shout out to Villanova women's basketball. They are in the Sweet 16.
That's right.
They haven't made the Sweet 16 since 2003.
Yeah.
So let's give them a shout out. Also, their coach just won. Denise Dillon just won her 400th game.
Wow.
And their center made All-American, Maddie Sechrist. She averaged 29 points and 9 rebounds on the season. So hopefully they can keep it going. That's our only hope. That's our only hope in the tournament, male or female.
When's that game? When's their next game?
They play tomorrow. They play Miami of 30.
Okay. Well, good luck to the women in the CAA. And now we can switch. Let's finish with basketball, but just that bracket was most brackets were busted.
Day one.
Busted day 1. Yeah. I really haven't watched.
Purdue losing and then Princeton knocking off. It was over. It was over.
I'm still in there.
Oh yeah, who do you have winning? Who's your 4?
I mean, I'm not. It's a far cry, but I have Xavier winning it all on one bracket. My other bracket, I have Houston. So my 4 was Alabama, Marquette. They're out. That's done. Kansas and Xavier with Xavier winning. So I know
Kansas is out too.
Right, Kansas. I had Kansas as
my 4 on my other. I think is I don't know, but I know I had Houston winning. So I don't know who I have them winning against.
I'm still roll with Connecticut. They play tonight, so we'll see.
That's it.
Slim.
They're on now. Are they on now?
No, I think they play after this game. Michigan State and Kansas State are playing. 72-70 Kansas State with 5 minutes and 36 seconds left to go.
Those games don't disappoint. Like the madness is real. Like,
the mad on both sides, male and female. The madness is real. Well, they said after the first day was no perfect brackets left. Everybody was up and playing.
I surely did rip it up. I actually waited. When you see a bunch of red, I was like, you know what? I'm out. Let's keep it moving. But thank you for those fun facts with the NCAA bracket. And let's switch to the Phillies. They did lose today to Detroit Tigers, but more importantly, we did. So how long is Reese Hoskins out with what? Lloyd?
Tore ACL.
He's
I
done.
think
He's
that's
done for
that's
this year.
Yeah,
But
he's done.
we got Derek Hall down on the farm to bring up.
Yeah.
Did anybody look at the World Baseball Championships? We had 3 Phillies.
Oh yeah,
representing,
it was great.
Real
I don't know if you
Muto,
watched it.
Schwarber, and Trey Turner started. Trey Turner set a record for the most RBIs and home runs in a single World Championship for a United States player.
Yeah.
He had 391.
If anybody watched the Japan and United States game, that was a hell of a game.
Yeah.
But you know the thing about Japan, they have talent, but we have more talent, but they train harder than the United States. These guys, the coach from Japan, they switched up every pitcher every inning, and every player from the U.S. team, you know, they was facing a different pitcher, so it was like, you know, they couldn't adapt to it. So one thing about Japan, when they train really, really hard, and you know, I gave it to them. They deserve to win. They deserve to win. It was a great game.
Did you say they changed pitchers every?
Pretty much. And no, I'm saying during that game, they were saying it seemed like they were changing the pitcher for every inning and stuff. and it was like, man, it was just it's amazing how they train those guys over there. They're a great team. Japan is a really good
Shohei Ohtani for the he closed for the first time, and he
closed him down again. Trout.
He struck out Trout.
Yeah, struck out Trout. Yep.
The only people that put runs on the boards were Philly. Schwarber hit a home run, and Trey Turner hit a 2-run home run. That was
that
Japan had a grand slam or walk off to get to that game. So the game before they had a walk off home run to even get there. So they were pretty tough.
Yeah, no, they're a good team.
How long was that game? I mean, to switch out pitchers every inning or every other inning, that takes a minute.
Yeah, because they were stacked. They got all the best their players came all together and just, you know, because you know they got pro teams over there in Japan and stuff. So but those Japanese, man, they train hard. They really, really good. They take their craft, and when they practice really hard, man.
Yeah, that's their 3rd championship.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
I was ready to say that too. It's like their 2nd or 3rd championship.
Yeah, if the United States would have won, it would have been 2-2, but that's their 3rd now. So
okay. Well, kudos to Japan. And we're getting closer to our first game next week, Lloyd.
Yes.
Not next week, the week after,
no,
right?
No, the week after. The week after, yes.
And who do we play? I know we touched on that last.
Yeah, I think that we play. I think in Detroit, right?
I thought it was Atlanta.
Say it again, Rocky.
The home game is Cincinnati, but the first game is different than our first home game. The first game for the Phillies.
I guess we're all looking it up.
Detroit
last week. I'm sorry.
Because they usually try to play. They usually try to play in the warm weather cities to start the season off.
Before they start getting but it's been warm out here.
March 28th, they play the Rangers.
Texas,
Texas.
I think our first game is in April.
So this is gonna be a long season. It's gonna be at least got a start.
The first home game is April 6th, and that's the Reds.
Okay. Yep, Cincinnati.
I believe somebody should probably check that. That's what it said.
Adrian, we're not holding anything against you. It's okay. We'll believe you. Somebody double check that just in case. Thank you for looking that up. I appreciate it. Okay.
So we do play the Yankees after that, but I don't think that's home. I think the first home game is the Reds.
Cincinnati Reds.
I don't know.
You looking at the schedule right now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. We'll go with the Reds.
And for interpretation.
If not, it's subject to change. Let's just say that.
I'll go with
So, all right. So we're just moving right along with Sixers, Phillies, and let's discuss the Eagles. Did you guys hear that Zeke is trying to come here?
I heard that.
That's like Al Horford playing for us from Broadway.
I do not want him.
Right? Can you imagine Zeke?
Yeah, he wants revenge on the Cowboys.
Yeah, not with us.
Not with us. I'm with
us.
No.
Not here.
Not here.
Yeah, you was on the other side. Yeah, I'm not good with that.
Yeah, I ain't good with that
either.
How do you guys feel about keeping Fletcher Cox?
Great. I like
the move. I like the move.
Yeah,
I like the move. I just ain't like how this kid that left to Detroit.
Oh yeah,
he playing around.
He played himself. He thought
big time.
it was going to be a
high
bigger market for him.
Less.
But you know what? I'm not even going to cry over that spilt milk because he was hurt most of the season anyway with the lacerated kidney. So somebody had to step up anyway. So
yeah,
bye.
Yeah.
You don't want to be here. Bye.
Wait, who was that?
That was CJ Gardner Johnson.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was listening to something today, and they were saying that Slay left, but Slay did not leave, right?
No, they restructured his contract.
I'm like, this was a podcast from
Turn it off.
Tuesday. Like, no, this.
Oh yeah, Slay had said his goodbyes, but what happened was that money that CJ Gardner Johnson turned down,
they were able to give
Slay's
him
contract. So when he came back to the Eagles, CJ Gardner Johnson, they were like, we done spent the money.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what happened.
Well, all right. Well,
and Miles
Carolina. So we definitely have made some moves, but the season should be very interesting to say the least.
Oh yeah.
To see who we pick up as running back.
Well, the Eagles are talking about drafting Bijan Robinson from the University of Texas.
That'd be great.
But if they do, I gotta see it to believe it. If they do that,
they ain't gonna do it.
That would be the first time that they took a running back in the first round since Keith Byers in 1987.
Yeah.
Typically, they do not take running back with their first round picks.
But the crazy part is if he falls in that position, because you got to get the best player in that they come at 10. Why not? I'll grab him. But the crazy part is the Eagles always get offensive line, defensive line. So
right. They just don't do it.
Okay. When is the draft?
But I'm hopeful.
When does the draft start?
April something.
Oh, April.
Like near the end of April, maybe?
Yeah, like in 3 more weeks, like the end of April, something like that.
Yep. April 27th. April 27th through April 29th.
What's that?
The end of April. That's the draft.
NFL draft.
That's the draft. So yeah. I guess one day Key come on. I know Rocky and Key usually tells us, keeps us up to date on who's the top picks. Chuck, I think you were in that. I don't know, Lloyd. Do you do draft picks for?
Oh yeah, I'm real deep in that. Yeah, me and my cousin, we do our own draft picks for during the week before this draft comes, and he got his picks, I got my picks, and see we go from there. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Okay, well, that'll be in the next coming weeks as we move a little closer to the end of April. So we'll find out who will we add to our lineup.
Hey, what happened with that what happened with that fight you was talking about last week?
Oh, it's still on.
Let's transition about.
They didn't fight yet?
No,
not yet.
Oh, okay.
Next month, the 22nd.
Okay.
Oh, the Garcia fight?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight. That's gonna be a good fight.
I like how they hype it up.
Yeah.
And what's the talk this week? Because it's
the talk is Errol Spence and again Crawford is they're talking. It should be possibly in June or July. They talking.
Anybody interesting in the undercard? No. Just nobody. The main card is the card.
Tank and Garcia. That's the joint.
Anybody going to the pen relays?
No.
All right, it's coming up. No.
Are you going, Chuck?
I'm thinking about it.
So you're active.
I gotta check the weather forecast for.
yeah, that'll matter. When are the relays?
Well, they're always in April. I think the first week in April.
No. Typically it's the third. It'll probably be the same time as the draft because it was when I got married. I got married April 25th. Many moons ago.
Many games ago.
Well,
Many pen relays ago.
Many days.
The fun fact about Adrian.
So yeah, it'll probably be the 20. It starts on what, Thursday or Friday? Start Thursday?
I think it starts on a Thursday.
Yeah, I think it
So
starts
the
on
21st to the 23rd, probably 20th to the 23rd.
Okay.
Probably. I can check it.
Probably, you sound kind of good.
I know, right? Well, we look forward to the pen relays, but I think I'm really looking forward to the NBA playoffs. The first. Yeah.
second round at
27th to 29th, the same time as the draft.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
So we're on target for our Sixers and our playoff run. The Phillies and finishing spring training. What's our record, Lloyd?
I don't have my computer on me at all, so you got to find it out for me. I do not know for the spring training.
I did see several losses in that record. That's a shame because
they say Bryce Harper's recovery is ahead of schedule, so that's
he should be back by the end or middle of May.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't put him on ADL, so that's a good sign.
They were pushing right after for him to come after the All-Star game, but he wants to come back and he wants to play. So I won't rush him.
He's back now, being that Reese Hoskins is out.
Yeah, because that's a key hit that is pretty it's pretty much needed. Yeah, because don't get it wrong, Hopkins, he did his thing, but he was a big plus for the team to go forward last year,
Yeah, he was a big bat home run wise. That first base though.
But he's a liability in the field though.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a major loss for us though, right?
I think they got enough down on the farm to cover for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
all right, especially if whatchamacallit can get there too. If Harper can get there in May, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, because Bryce wants to play out in the field. Because you can put him out into right field, and this kid was there, Castellano. He plays a little bit infield too, because you can put him at first base too.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got some chess moves to make with the Phillies. It's unfortunate that we had to lose them before the season even started.
Right.
Well, one of our chief rivals, the Mets, lost their closer for the season. He was celebrating in the World Baseball Championships and tore his ACL jumping around.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was sad. That was sad. Yeah.
They just gave that guy over $100 million, and he's not even going to play this year.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Because Reese Hopkins really wasn't. It wasn't like he bumped into anybody. It was just a freak.
Non-contact.
Yeah, non-contact. Yeah.
Over the ball. It was like a freak thing when you look at it.
Almost like Kevin Durant.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And I didn't see what happened to Joel Embiid, but I did see when he started rubbing his calf at the other end of the floor. I don't know how much contact someone had with him, but it's those non-contact injuries or something.
Mm-hmm.
To put you out.
So Phillies won 14 of 27 games. They play. I know they played that many. That's a lot.
Neither.
They've been playing since February 25th. Yeah, they play a lot of games.
Well, they break that into they got like 3 or 4 different squads. So.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Well, are they still in Florida?
Yes.
In Clearwater.
They're still in Florida. Yeah.
All right. So I guess they'll be back and we'll start the season. Well, we covered all our bases, no pun intended, baseball. So I think we're done. I think we've covered everything. Thanks, crew. We'll get ready for next week and we'll discuss where we are with the NCAA tournament, just touch base with that. Our Sixers going through this major trip out west, which is big, so that'll be our main thing, and keeping an eye on those Eagles and what's going on with them. So we have plenty to talk about.
That's right.
Go Sixers.
Go
Good.
Sixers.
Bro.
Go Sixers.
Go Sixers. I will talk to you guys next week. If you watching this, like, subscribe, leave a comment. There's plenty to talk about. And we'll talk to you next week.
Peace.
All right, see you guys.